Okay, today we are trying to find the elusive otter. At least it's quite elusive for me. I've been trying to find this thing for quite some time. They're very useful for their environmental buffs. I'm going to be using a Tek Giga just because they are really, I just found it on extinction and it was low level, and this is a great way to level stuff up. It was like level 5 or 7 when I got it. So I originally found out about this method. You have to kill all of the fish in the river. This is a river not far from our base. I am on the island ASA. This is a 10x boosted unofficial server, no mods. I found out about this method because I was trying to find Spinos to get the Spino sales so we could do the Alpha Megapithecus. And in doing so, killing all of the fish in baryonyx down the river, what we're trying to do is create perfect spawning conditions for the dinos that we're looking for. And I found out through quick Google searching and also watching a YouTube video that said try this method, take a Giga because they have a wide attack radius, go down, kill all the fish, and should see some Spinos. Sure enough, Spinos started to spawn. I was able to get my Spino sales, but during the process I killed quite a few otters. And I've been looking for otters for quite some time, regularly venturing out into the redwood forest. There's a lake over there that they are supposedly known to spawn at. Never saw them. Didn't realize that killing all of the fish would make them spawn, but here we are. I'm sure some of the veterans out there know this stuff all too well. So here's the location on the map. This is pretty much the starting point. Kill all of the fish in this big like little lake area and then run down the river to where it forks off, and then we're going to stop kind of right there at the fork, make our way back, and if you're looking for Spinos, you'll probably see 1 or 2 Spinos each time you make a pass once you kill all the fish, as well as otters. They don't spawn as often as the Spinos, and I have tried this method at the redwood forest, but it's more consistently spawning otters here in the river. I'm not I'm not killing these as part of the spawn issue. I'm just killing them so they're not a nuisance as I'm making my way slowly down. I have seen other ways, like, so if you, obviously I have a Tek Suit, so we've been through the game quite a bit in order to get to this point. And you can take an Argentavis and carry a Parasaur, turn it on, I think, turret mode, and it will ping stuff underneath the water, and then you investigate to see if it's a otter or not. I didn't really feel like doing that method because I already had the Tek Suit, and I discovered that with the Tek Helmet on scan mode and night mode is preferred, where it gives you night vision. Combining those two together really helps you see things under the water. I've tried doing this with an owl also, thinking that it would highlight stuff in the water. It does not. If you don't know, the owls have a heat signature mode, but they don't see stuff under the water unless it's surfaced. And otters don't. They will surface the water. They just don't do it often enough. And so during the process of killing all the fish, I started to see the notifications at the top saying, "Oh, you killed an otter." So I was quite sad every time I killed an otter, and once I got all the Spino sales, I decided to try this method again, and it worked quite well with the Tek Suit. So we're going to continue making our way down, eating all the fish, trying to force otters to spawn. I'm sure this method would work in other rivers. I haven't tried it just because I had early and easy success on this particular river. And if you don't know, otters are a passive tame. I think you can use a fish basket, or what I did was just kill a fish. And oh look, I think we've spotted one actually right here. You can see the tail, you can see his little feet. They look a little bit different than fish, kind of similar to fish. And I think that's why I killed them before, because they do look similar, but I think that's definitely an otter. A level 91 too. That's not bad. I captured a few others before I made this video. They were level 20s, so this is going to be nice. So I'll demonstrate. Like, once you cycle it off, I mean, it's nighttime. Like, you can't really see anything. I think we just got lucky here that there happened to be an otter spawned with the fish. That's not always the case. Sometimes you'll have to kill all the fish and then walk back, and then an otter will spawn. So we're going to kill this fish here, and then just drag it over. press triangle, we're on X. We gotta watch out for that raptor. He's gonna cause us some issues. Maybe he'll just go after the Giga. So we'll walk up to it, wait for it to say feed the fish while the raptor's attacking. We're gonna take care of this raptor real quick. Alright, looks like the otter was trying to help us. Good job, little buddy. Level 134, not bad. Not bad at all. This one should give us some good cold and heat resistant buffs. And I'm trying to put him back into the cryopod, but since he just took some damage from that raptor, it takes a second. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's another one. Another level 90. We should definitely capture that. We got some piranha over here attacking the Giga, so let's just take care of these guys, grab the last one, and then drag it over. While I'm being attacked by another one. Nope, I was trying to take care of this last piranha. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. And just completely missing the fish. Alright. So we're going to do the same thing. Triangle to grab the fish, drag it over. And once we get close enough, it should prompt us to feed. And there it is. We're going to feed the fish. And there's another otter. The main reason I started collecting or wanting to get the otters more so is because we're trying to prep to do the Tek cave. And there's a part that's really hot and then a part that's really cold. Otters, along with some health brews, should help mitigate those issues. So we're just going to continue making our way down the river because I think we got a little lucky there with an otter spawning. So now that we've taken those otters out, I'm just going to clear out majority of the fish to see if we can get some more otters to spawn. Alright, we're going to make our way back down and see if any otters have respawned. I'm going to check and kill all these fish off just to make sure. So quite a few fish have respawned, but I don't see any otters. So I think what I'm going to do is go grab the owl and come back so I can show you guys the difference between what it looks like with the owl versus the Tek Helmet. Of course, if you've made it this far into the game and you have a Tek Suit, I mean, more than likely you know what it looks like with an owl. But I mean, I made it this far. I thought I could use an owl. What was that? I thought he was going to get me. Having the Tek Suit completely changes the traversal of the game. You cannot have anything in your hand in order to use the boost abilities. So that was me punching the air, trying to use the boost. You do need element in order to power the Tek Suit. You get that from some events on Extinction, like the nodes, and some of the drops will give you element. But the main source is defeating bosses. So as you can see, it is nighttime. Pretty hard to see anything. This is the heat vision with the owl. It's been my primary way of finding dinos. And I thought I'd be able to find fish and whatnot under the water, but as you can see, you really can't see anything under the water with the owl. I mean, even if we were to just, swim, it's so dark you just can't see hardly anything. And you could do this, you know, during the daytime. Take a sword, kill all the fish, go through it, and then swim until you finally see an otter. If you have an Argentavis, which this was my other plan, is that once I found an otter, I was going to bring an Argentavis with me in a cryopod, take them out, because with L2 you can actually capture an otter and hold it in the mouth of the Argentavis, go grab a fish, bring it back to the Argentavis, and then just feed the otter there while it's still in the mouth and capture it that way. The otters seem to come towards you or don't really run away from you as long as you have a fish. At least that's been my experience. So it hasn't really been an issue with not having the Argentavis. Now we're using both modes, and it's not bad, but I think I prefer using just the helmet. I think it's a little too much with the heat vision using the owl. So see, a lot of the fish have already respawned. It doesn't take very long. Oh, I think I might see one. I think I might see two. Yep, and it looks like we have 2 otters right there. See, the owl can't see them at all unless they surface. As you can see, it'd be very hard to see without the helmet. Now that they surfaced, you can see it. It does look like it could be something else. So if all you had was an owl, and then you could certainly get off and investigate, but then, you know, you're also at night, so it's going to be even more difficult to see. But with just the helmet, it's a lot more clear as to what it is. And in order to get the helmet, I believe you have to fight the broodmother. Yes, according to Google, Alpha Broodmother, Beta Rockwell, or certain Genesis missions. We did the Alpha Broodmother, so that's how I got it. Alright, well, if you have a Tek Suit and haven't captured an otter yet, I hope this was helpful. It certainly helped me. I tried finding it the other ways. I've used an owl. As you can see, it wasn't very useful in that regards. I did try, you know, eliminating fish and then swimming. I did try this in the Redwood Forest, this exact method using the Tek Suit, and maybe I didn't wait long enough, but I never could find an otter there. I had much more success at this river by the green obelisk. So hopefully this is helpful to someone. Hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, and catch you on the next video.